everyone knows about Estonia, that goes without saying. To be honest, it's hard for me to speak about Latvia because I literally have just got here like 1.5 nights ago. But I suspect, from a perception of business friendliness, it's probably pretty good compared to most of the countries in the region. I definitely think I would think it would be as business friendly as like the Scandinavia region would be my guess. Business friendliness in Europe overall, like in Germany, I don't think it's anywhere close to being as business friendly in Germany, for example. In Spain, definitely. In France is horrible. I think it's hard to compare against the US. I mean, definitely we see a lot of interest in, for example, like in fintech, fintech companies, financial technology, digital health. Really, really bullish about digital health in general. Artificial intelligence, no-brainer. Everyone's talking about it. Those are probably I would say those are the ones that sort of jump to mind. If for young people really want to start a business, I think that they need to make sure they have enough self-awareness to really understand, like, is the problem I'm trying to solve, like, do I really care about it? And I think too many people start business because like, oh, I want to make money. And I don't think that's always the best way I don't think that's a great route to success. I think starting a business is very, very hard. And so you want to start a business in an area that either you have expertise or you have deep interest in, because you're more likely to survive. I didn't start my tirade, but like I'm actually very anti-university. I actually think that education is not something you just go to school for. I think education is the books that you read, the people you hang out with, the mentors that you actually have, the network that you actually build. And the reality too is just like there's a lot of classes and things you can do online now. It's amazing. And so I think having a mindset of self-education is really important. I also think having much more of an entrepreneurial mindset and not thinking that and understanding that even if you get a job, which is good, you should always be building your skill sets and actually potentially even building like side projects and side businesses. I think that's what the future is going to look like, and the only way that people are going to survive. I don't think Stanford is for everybody. Number one, Stanford's really expensive, right? Like it was like $30,000, $40,000 a year. And so unless you really know what you want, Stanford's probably good, right? But I think a lot of people just can't afford it. And so I'm not sure that's like realistic, but I'm not saying Stanford's bad. I think Stanford's an awesome program. Harvard's awesome. You can get in and you can afford it, you should do it. But make sure you're studying stuff that you are interested in and not studying stuff because you think it's going to get you a job.
Or your parents.
Yeah, or bankrupting your parents. I don't think that's a good thing either, so. I think it's interesting. I think we're still understanding the implications. I think it was very overhyped like 2 years ago. And I think now you're starting to see a lot of the real work that's happening and the real, I would say, penetration of like Bitcoin and blockchain and utilization. You're seeing really real use cases coming out. So I'm bullish about it. I think long run, I think this is going to become, it's kind of like where we're at. One of the speakers said that Bitcoin and blockchain is kind of where the internet was at in 95, 96. And I think that sounds right to me. Yeah, I disagree. I think there's always going to be need for some government. I think it'll be smaller, which is probably a good thing. But I don't ever think it's going to completely negate sort of the need for government.